It's Amy. Today we have a driver Q&A. A gentleman asked a question. He talks about how I tell you guys to keep your right foot down in my slice no more lesson, and he says that my right foot seems to come up early. So basically he's asking the situation on the right foot and his whole slicing situation. Okay, let's get to this. Okay, so on the right foot, I kind of explained it to you guys in the Slice No More driver lesson, plus in one of my course vlogs. I want you to keep the right foot down because it's going to help you prevent starting the hips too early or spinning them out too much, right? When it comes to driving accuracy, I'm actually a fairly accurate driver. My tendency is that I would start my hips a little too early when I get too excited, like when I want to kill it, and then I get out of sync, and then my hands get stuck behind me, and then if I flip, it hooks a lot. If I don't flip, then it slices. And plus, that's how I kept throwing my back out of sync and trying to hit it really hard. That's why I suggest you plant your feet down and really get everything in sync, because of everything that's happening I'm trying to throw through, the foot is going to come off the ground before the impact slightly, right? Biggest key thought when I'm driving is keeping the right foot down until I'm right here. That's my thought. Can you imagine if I didn't try to keep it down, like how early it would come up? I don't even want to imagine. If you look at like Ricky Fowler, he keeps it down the longest. It's pretty amazing to me. He must be very limber. I don't know how he does it. But if you do keep your right foot down and you are still slicing, it's either one of these three. You're either still turning your hips, keeping the foot down. I can't do it because I'm not that limber in my joint. Number two would be if you're still yanking through with your arms, so your swing plane goes kind of that way. If your shoulder plane is too flat and too parallel to the ground as opposed to perpendicular to your spine angle. If you're doing any of these three things, the right foot down isn't going to help you that much. Remember the Y? We really want the Y facing forward. If you look at all the tour professionals, anybody that's really good with driver, their Y's face front and then follow through, right? So really want this position. In order for us to create this position, we really have to get that right shoulder going through under, right? So if you're going level to the ground, then that's creating too much side spin. So we want that right shoulder going somewhat under, so the Y is facing forward instead of the sky. And then you can rip through because you will be eliminating a lot of side spin. Imagery you can use is in the through swing, we don't want your swing plane to kind of turn like the merry-go-round. We want your shoulder plane to kind of turn like a Ferris wheel, right? So you want the right shoulder a little bit under. And if you have the right foot down and you have the correct shoulder plane, obviously your swing plane is going to be more on line, because if your shoulder plane's more like merry-go-round, you're gonna go over the top and inside. Or if you're pulling and your shoulder is not under enough and the Y is facing the sky, your swing plane is going in that way, which creates a lot of side spin. So we really want to feel that right foot down, right shoulder under. If you're doing all this and you're still slicing, then we have to look closer to your swing plane and your club face orientation. But those are a lot easier to fix. That's why I emphasize on the hip stability and the shoulders rather than the swing plane and the club face. I hope this answers your question on the right foot and why you will still slice even if you have the right foot down. If you have any more questions, you can always leave comments down below or come to my website and leave questions at Ask Amy section. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson.